Dustin Hoffman. Getty Images. Dustin Hoffman has been accused of sexually harassing a former production assistant when she was 17 years old. Anagram Hunter was working on the 1985 TV movie adaptation of Death of a Salesman when she said the alleged sexual harassment occurred. The Hollywood Reporter. When I was a senior in high school in New York City, interning as a production assistant on the set of the Death of a Salesman TV film, he asked me to give him a foot massage my first day on set. I did, Hunter wrote in an essay for The Hollywood Reporter, released Wednesday. He was openly flirtatious. He grabbed my ass. He talked about sex to me and in front of me. One morning I went to his dressing room to take his breakfast order. He looked at me and grinned, taking his time. Then he said, "I'll have a hard-boiled egg, and a soft-boiled clitoris." His entourage burst out laughing. I left, speechless. Then I went to the bathroom and cried. Hunter detailed how she was allegedly treated by the Oscar winner, who was 48 at the time, in a series of letters she'd written to her sister during her internship. During her second week on set, Hunter claims that Hoffman, now 80, inquired as to whether she'd had sex over the weekend like he'd instructed, noting that she was cracking up at the conversation at the time. In another letter just 3 days later, she described Hoffman as alleged, saying that his harassment had disillusioned her, and that the alleged harassment against her and another production assistant, Elizabeth, had escalated. Hunter alleged that Hoffman told Elizabeth he wanted her right breast for lunch, prompting the PA to call him a pig, but that it did little to quell his alleged bad behavior, even on the very same day. Dustin Hoffman in Death of a Salesman in 1985. Punch Productions, Inc. When I was walking Dustin to his limo, he felt my ass 4 times, she recalled. I hit him each time, hard, and told him he was a dirty old man. He took off his hat and pointed to his head shaved for the part and said, "No, I'm a dirty young man, I have a full head of hair." The next week, Hunter wrote, "This morning when I asked Dustin what he wanted for breakfast, he said something that beat even his lows. It was worse than anything anyone has ever said to me on the street. It was so gross I couldn't say anything. I just turned around and walked out." She explained that she had a conversation with Hoffman about his behavior after the breakfast incident, noting that he'd apologized and was incredibly kind to her following the chat, but that her own supervisor advised her not to make it an issue. However, days after Hoffman's mea culpa, when Warren Beatty visited the set, Hunter claims that Hoffman told her, "So Anna, I get Warren tonight, you get him Tuesday," followed by, "The next day, you might as well have undressed yourself. You were saying, FK me, Warren." The actor responded to Hunter's claims, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "I have the utmost respect for women and feel terrible that anything I might have done could have put her in an uncomfortable situation. I am sorry. It is not reflective of who I am." The allegations are the latest in a slew of sexual harassment, assault and abuse claims against Hollywood heavyweights, including James Chubak, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey and Brett Ratner.